people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Into the red zone. Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports. And he'll score! Touchdown, Eagles! Carson Wentz, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. That throw good for 4. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Dalton on the screen. Bernard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. On the draw, here's Bernard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of 2 there, second down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On second and 12, Dalton, open man is Ross, complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, 27 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And brought down but not approaching the 45-yard line. Now Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Third down from the gun. Dalton looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Wentz going to throw, eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. And he connects with Ertz. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're talking just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 24-yard touchdown. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give him a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Ladies. Back screen. Back screen.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He gets this on the board. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Passing, it's Dalton. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he gets it down to the 32.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. The first down throw coming for Dalton. Finding Green complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Yes, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effect? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Preston Brown in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. Getting set to go again, Andy Dalton marches back onto the field. So the situation very simple here. Late game, down 7. They've got to get it in the end zone.
And the best players know how to be calm in these situations because you know right now his pulse is like a jackhammer. So how does he rein it in, make sure the team has a little bit of calm, coupled with that sense of urgency. Got to walk that line a little bit, but get it downfield in order to score, and then put the pressure on the guy who kicks the ball because he could tie the game.
It's been a fun game. It all comes down to this. Second down and goal. Dalton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Escaping the pressure right. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first is Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick, there on the coverage. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw is Wentz. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long. So Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. And coughed it up. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bernard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll look to throw. And Eifert has it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Big spot, Andy Dalton. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Go. Ready? 52 the mic. Come the ball work. We want it.
To throw is Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We can call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carlos Dunlap able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz being chased, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Carl Lawson, his 2nd sack of the night. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Offense back out now for 1st and goal after the successful fake. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Busting free at the 10. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. So they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. Get, as you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
And the catch good. It's Eifert. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and you worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
I'm going to go.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.
No, guys, let me go.
And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no win, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy.
Hello? So, I need to go get Madden 18.